Perhaps you were wondering where the Uncle Gregory Horror Hour is. One full hour filled with thrills and chills. Well, it's been cancelled because of that accursed Baron Bones, but enough about him. For this is the new Uncle Gregory Horror Hour. Go to the cliffs, Ted. What cliffs? We've run this thousands of times.
Rising triumphant from the pit of lonely TV dinner nights, he's back from the dead. Yes, that hammer of horrormeisters, Uncle Gregory, is at it again. With sidekick Chant, the skull, Ted, the cameraman, not Baron Bones, and many others. It's thrilling. It's chilling. It's terrifying.
It's pretty great.
It's horror movies like you want, baby. It's now in color. Welcome to the new Uncle Gregory Horror Hour. Don't go back to keep quiet, for we have better negotiate.
Flippin' teeth! I can't talk with these in. And this cape itches. I think I'm having a reaction. I don't want to do this movie, Ted. Cut! Well, welcome to the new Uncle Gregory Horror Hour. Climb down Jacob's ladder with me to my underground lair. Where you're raring to get a jolt. Well, tonight's movie is Lady Frankenstein, and she's Oh my God! Quick, get the bucket, Ted. The blob's loose. It's gonna kill us all! Why are you just standing there? Cut!
You journalists the Forbidden Zone to encounter the new Uncle Gregory Horror Hour. You kiddies are gonna go ape for tonight's movie when Bela Lugosi beats the Brooklyn Gorilla.
What?
I said you're going to go ape for...
What?
I said... Oh, the heck with it! I can't do this. I'm basically my own juices here. Gah!
All right. I give up. This is not working out. I'm sorry, folks. No movie this week.
What? We have to have a movie this week.
Oh, you're right, Chant. It is my responsibility as a horror host to provide a movie.
No, what I'm saying is, you know perfectly well that the theme of this week's show is libraries and books.
Books? What is a book?
You might have heard of them. There's things you can do with them besides using them as doorstops, step stools, and things to prop up TVs with. I didn't spend all last week setting up an interview at the library to have you weasel out of it.
Oh, books are boring, Chant, and dangerous. Like, take this one for example. What is this? Oh, for heaven's sake, there aren't even any pictures in this. Who's the author of this? Hello. Yeah. What's this dime store romance novel crap?
I was reading that.
No. No books are allowed in Castle Gregory. They're very dangerous. I read one the other week. Got a paper cut the size of a Cadillac, and it hurt like the dickens, I tell you what. Well, the only book allowed in Castle Gregory is this one.
You didn't even write that thing! You just made a fake cover and stuck it on a copy of Roots!
This is my autobiography, Chant.
Crossing out Kunta Kinte and writing in Uncle Gregory does not count as writing an autobiography.
Well, enough with books. Let's get off the whole topic. We gotta figure out a movie. But what's the theme?
Well, why not books?
Books. Oh, what a wonderful theme you've stumbled upon. I don't want my whole audience of boys and girls to be distracted from the books with the little silly old movie.
Now look, you're...
No. Let's see. Let's take this one, for example, eh? Nah. This is the most boring book I've ever seen. What is this? Oh, it's covered in dust and mold. Ooh, I can't even touch it, but I am. Well, this is not exciting or scary.
Well, if you never unlock the power of reading, you'll never get to do cool stuff like this.
Jen, where'd you go?
That's the magic and power of reading. You have to read a book to find out.
But I need that magic. Jen, I need that magic.
Sorry, pal. You can't have book magic unless you read.
Oh, come on. Come on, you're still there somewhere. I can see you. I can smell you. Oh, wait. He said I have to read it. Well, I can read just as well as the next girl. Let's see here. The first story is The Raven. Once upon a midnight... Oh, the hell with this. I need to enter the world of books! Well, that didn't work either. Oh! I just remembered! For today's episode, I'm going to the Midtown Library. There are lots of books there. I'm sure there's someone who can instruct me how to enter the world of books. Well, I hitch it across town. Why don't you enjoy this book title right here? It's a story entitled The Tale Heart. Smells like happy. Cut it, cut.
Close your eyes and do not look at the screen again until it stops.
Book looks all grainy. Better take it out of circulation.
I'm walking this way. I wonder if you'd mind.
Did I see you at the flower shop yesterday? Of course I don't mind, Mr. Marsh.
Thank you. Oh, may I?
They're not very heavy.
Please. Oh.
Thank you.
Just... May I see you again?
We're neighbors.
No, I meant perhaps we could meet for dinner sometime.
Yes, I'd like that.
Tonight. How about tonight?
I work late.
I can meet here. I thought perhaps we could go to that little restaurant on the square.
Very well. A date.
Thank you. You're the prettiest girl here. Everybody's admiring you. I've been here quite often, but always on my own.
Oh, so crowded. Do you think we could have a drink?
Yes, of course. Waiter, what's we have? Champagne. How about champagne?
Well,
Waiter, champagne, the best you have, please. We must come here again. Saturday, perhaps. How about next Saturday?
well, on Saturday, I think I'm...
So many things I want to enjoy with you. I never realized how wonderful it is to share something. It's Carl. You remember I told you about him. Carl!
Yes, our table's over there.
Over here.
Oh, pardon me a moment. I'll be right back.
Don't be too long.
Hey, Carl, I didn't expect to see you here.
Carl, I want you to meet a great friend of mine, Betty Clare. Carl Loomis. I've told her so much about you.
Good evening.
I've looked forward to meeting you, Mr. Loomis.
Carl, he's my best friend.
That's right. I'm his best friend.
Oh, this is wonderful. I've just ordered some champagne. You will stay and have a drink.
I'm sorry, Edgar. I'm with people.
Well, bring them over.
Well, there's too many of them, and they're a little drunk.
Oh, it's ridiculous. You can't just go like that. Just a few minutes, one drink.
Yes, please do, Carl.
Oh, that settles it. He's never been known to refuse a lady.
Very well, one drink.
Wonderful.
I was halfway across the Americas. I've settled down since then. A first-class Rolling Stone to a second-rate scientist. I've got an awful lot to catch up on.
But don't you miss the excitement?
A little. But it wasn't all adventure, you know. Hard work most of the time.
All the same, I wish I'd done it.
Oh, and me, too.
Well, you could, Edgar. There's nothing to keep you here now. It's easy to wander when you've got nowhere to come back to. Well, I must be getting back to my party.
Oh, no, not yet, surely.
I thought you might ask me to dance, Carl.
Yes, do, Carl. Dance with Betty. Go on. Go on, Carl.
Very well.
Very strange that you and Edgar are such good friends.
Quite strange.
What's so different?
Edgar is a decent sort. He's helped me out of a spot more than once.
I've been working too hard to get around much. I work in the florist on the square.
Thank you.
And another drink, Carl.
Oh, no, thank you, Edgar. Really, I must get back to my party now. Good night, Miss Fair. Good night, Edgar.
Good night, Carl. Same time tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, what did you think of him?
I like him very much.
I knew you would. Everybody likes Carl. Have some more champagne.
Hi, I'm Raymond Gaunt, and I'm here to tell you about one of the greatest revenge stories of all time. And you can read all about it in this book, The Cask of Amontillado. It's about a rich guy named Montresor who takes revenge on a fellow nobleman for unspecified petty reasons. Montresor leads a drunk Fortunato into the dank catacombs of his wine cellar with the promise of a rare vintage of Amontillado. Before you know it, Montresor has Fortunato chained up in an alcove and is walling him up, brick by brick. Fortunato screams for help, but no one hears him. 50 years pass, and Montresor is still a free man. This book is full of useless descriptions of types of alcohol and hard-to-pronounce Italian names. To find out more, head to your local library and pick it up. Or save some time and get the gist of it from a Wikipedia entry.
The door is unlocked.
Edgar, what's wrong?
Come in, Carl. Come in.
What's the matter? Are you sick?
Sick? Yes, kind of sickness.
Yes, well, I don't wonder. Sitting here with no fire, no light on. How soon of this place looking a bit more cheerful?
No. No lights.
Edgar, you've got to pull yourself out of this.
Pour me a drink, will you? On the table by the window.
You must get out of here. Sitting in one room all the time isn't doing you any good.
I like this room. It's serene and tranquil. And the view is to be admired. Yes, Carl. I know. I can be patient now. Soon, she must come to me. She must come to me.
evening, Mr. Marsh. Well, you look as though you had rather a rough night.
I've been... Betty,
I know it's very early to call, Mr. Marsh, but I'd like to ask a few questions, if you don't mind. Shall we go inside? Now, you sit down, sir. I'll stand if you don't mind, but you sit down.
Edgar, we want to know about Carl.
Just a matter of routine, sir. Indeed, there's information to suggest that you asked him to come here, sent for him, in fact. Now, is that true, sir?
I was sick. I asked him to come.
For any particular reason, sir?
I wanted him to bring some things, some personal things.
How long was Mr. Loomis here that evening, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
I said, how long was Mr. Loomis here that evening?
I don't know.
Come now, Mr. Marsh, you must be able to hazard a guess. How long was Mr. Loomis here that evening?
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Did anyone see him leave here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Now, just one or two more routine questions. Mr. Marsh. Mr. Marsh. Mr. Marsh!
You know, don't you? You know! You can hear it, can't you? You can hear it!
Hear what?
The beating of his heart! The beating of his infernal... His heart from beating! The beating of his heart! Stop his heart! The beating of his... Take that.
Well, that was a little shorter than I thought it was going to be, but I've heard that there are some other stories in this book thing, whatever they are. I'll shake another one out for you later. But right now, we're here at the Springfield Library branch, where I have heard that there are some spooky goings-on. Let's investigate. Oh, God, the sun's so bright. Oh. Excuse me, miss. I am trying to figure out what to do with this.
Oh, you have a book.
Right, a book. And
yeah.
I need to enter the world of it, the fantastical imagination that unfolds on its pages. And I was hoping that you could help me with this.
Oh, yeah, I can help. Libraries are full of books. These are all books. There are lots of...
Like the one I have here in my hand.
Very much like the one. You have the complete tales and poems of Edgar Allan Poe. This is very nice because that's going to be our big read book this year.
What's that?
Well, every year in April, we do a promotion to try to get everybody in the Greene County area to read the same book. And this year, it's the tales and poems of Edgar Allan Poe, just like yours.
Wow. Should I read this then?
Yes, you should. The images are all in your head. You don't need batteries or a screen. You just read the words and the stories appear.
But all the doctors have said for me not to trust the stories in my head.
Well, they're make-believe, but that's how you can enjoy them, just like a movie.
Are you saying that these are the babies where movies are born?
Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah.
Tell me more.
Well,
As a nice lady, who I later found out whose name was Peggy, rattled on about the things, my imagination soared. So, I decided to explore the wonders and secrets that this great building contained. For me. You're welcome, ladies. Come on. Doesn't one of these open up Carnegie's secret vault? Free reference materials. Motorcycle operator manual. All about that. Come on, guys, just free stuff. Landlord-tenant law. Oh, a senior's guide to city utilities transit. Excuse me, you don't look very busy. I have a burning question to ask you. Did you see that John Cusack movie about Edgar Allan Poe? When was the last time you paid to see a John Cusack film? Was he in One Crazy Summer? No, that was Bobcat Goldthwait. He was dressed as Godzilla. No, wait, that was Hot to Trot. Do you have an audiobook of Hot to Trot? What's the biggest book you have? What's your tiniest book? What's your oldest book? What's your moldiest book? What's your dustiest book? The smallest book? What's a book? If it's here, then where is it? Well, can I touch it? I don't know, you tell me. Can I put this on your shelves? There you are. Well, it's about time for our next movie, and this time it's a little potboiler named The Oval Portrait, a story of deceit, murder, old, young ladies, and lots of dead people. Well, let's not waste more time, shall we? Let's get on with The Oval Portrait.
Are you sure you want me to leave you here?
Why? Is there something wrong?
Well, there's some talk that this house is haunted.
Oh, stop that nonsense. Only ignorant people believe that foolishness.
Something over there.
Oh, Lisa, there's nothing there at all.
No, Mother, but really, I did see...
Now, don't let that driver frighten you into seeing ghosts.
I'm sorry if I frightened you, miss.
Lisa, what's the matter? Mother, we've got to get out of this house. I know it's haunted.
Oh, come now, Lisa. What you need now is a good night's rest. Besides, we've no other place to go.
Come. Let me take you to your room.
My poor brother. What a shock to learn that he died only 2 months ago in that horrible place.
Rebecca, darling, do you remember this?
Remember when I painted the portrait? We were so happy then. You were going to be married. Remember? We must get married.
Joseph, what will Father say?
Stop caring so much about what your father says. He can't plan your life for you.
All right, Joseph. I will do as you wish.
They are inviting me and my beautiful daughter to a ball. A good time to be thinking of parties when a war is going on and many good men are dying. But fops who buy their way out of the army. Instead of holding guns and sabers, they want to hold girls. Especially my beautiful daughter.
But Father, I'd love to go. I know almost no one my own age. All I know of life and love is what I found in the books I've read.
Books? What kind of books? You just want to hear about love and the rest of the trash from books.
Father!
You're not a little girl anymore. You can't find real love in books. You have to search for it in life.
Hi, I'm Susie Mordum, and I'm here to tell you all about one of the greatest suspense stories of all time, and you can read about it in this book, The Pit and the Pendulum. A prisoner during the Spanish Inquisition is put in a dark cell with a deep pit in the center containing water at the bottom. He passes out like a dink and wakes up tied to a table with a giant, scythe-like pendulum swinging back and forth, lower and lower above him. Luckily, some rats save him. Then the walls somehow get red hot and start moving in, pushing him closer and closer to the deep pit. And then some French guys rescue him. This book is full of wonderful methods of torture, so if whips and chains excite you, head down to your local library and pick it up. Or get the Roger Corman film of the same name. It really doesn't have much to do with the plot of the story, aside from the torture device appearing in the last 10 minutes or so, but it has freaking Vincent Price!
Rebecca, the time has come for me to return to my troops. I may be longer than I expected, but you will be well taken care of while I'm gone. My bank will provide you with enough money for all your necessities. Let's go, Mrs. Warren. Write to me often. I want to know everything that's happening with my daughter.
Rebecca, you take Joseph here present for your beloved husband according to the rites of our Holy Mother Church. Joseph, you take Rebecca here present for your beloved wife according to the rites
Stop this
of...
marriage. You're under arrest.
We didn't suspect he would have hidden in your house. We've been searching for him for 3 months.
Don't worry, Rebecca. I'll be back.
What will they do to him?
It's not for me to say, ma'am. Thank you, Father, for assisting in his capture.
Traitor! Traitor to God! I hope you rot in hell for what you've done.
Better get the doctor.
I'll be right back.
Good evening, Mrs. Warren. Who painted that portrait?
I just wanted a portrait of Rebecca, that's all. That's why I hired him.
A man. A man who was with my daughter for days. Weeks. That's the way you took care of her? Get out of this house before I kill you.
Please, Lord, have mercy on me. My baby. No.
Get out!
No.
Get out!
No.
Get out!
Shut me out. Please, Father. Please. Oh, God, will somebody help me? My baby. Oh, Mrs. Warren. Oh, God, please help me.
His mind is paralyzed, perhaps forever.
Well, as you wish, Doctor.
I'll make the arrangements today. He can be committed immediately.
Thank you, Dr. Nelson.
Now I better take a look at my other patient.
Aren't you going to let me in?
Joseph.
Isn't Rebecca here?
Please, follow me.
That night, I wanted you. Just like I want you now. Who's there? Rebecca! Rebecca!
Please, Mother. I'm quite all right.
Oh, this is Mr. Ashcroft, your uncle's attorney.
Would you like me to send a doctor when I return to town?
The doctor can't help her. The only thing you can do for her is to take her away from this house.
She's under tension from all this foolish talk about Rebecca.
This house has quite a story to it, Mrs. Buckingham.
I would keep an open mind.
Try to forget everything that's happened in this house. Take good care of Miss Lisa.
I will, Mrs. Warren. I will. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Warren. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye forever.
Rebecca, remember?
We never danced our song.
Oh, Rebecca, darling. Rebecca, I'm so close to you. Oh. My God.
No.
Rebecca!
Joseph.
Rebecca, where are you?
Rebecca. Joseph.
Rebecca!
You are mad. I gave you up once. Because I wasn't married. I didn't want to disgrace you. I meant to give you happiness. But now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my son.
I've waited for you so long.
Forever.
I continued to explore the magnificent building, that is, until Peggy informed me of some interesting news.
This picture is one of the reasons a lot of people think there's a ghost in the library. Can you see the little ghost right back there? The building's a little over 100 years old, and...
Well, no more about that. Let's get back on the topic of ghosts. Because this is the first that I've heard about this here. Now, this is what I'm really interested about, okay? Tell me about the ghosts, Peggy.
Okay, we've had several people beyond my report reporting doors rattling.
What?
At night when
No way.
Yeah, doors rattle. You reach for your doorknob and somebody's reaching
out
from
with
the
the
other
skeleton
side.
hand.
Well, it's mostly hearing and feeling, not seeing, sadly.
No, more using your brain type of stuff.
It can be pretty scary, and you can hear them.
What do the ghosts say?
They said, woo.
Would you read a book?
Yes. Yeah.
You know, Peggy, you mentioned that it was a chilly feeling that you felt. Well, I can't help but think that it might have just been because it's just chilly in general in this library.
Oh, no.
Why don't you turn on one of these things?
Well, the fireplaces don't work anymore. They worked for the first few years. The library burned coal, and it's usually comfortable in here. The fireplaces now are just a home for bats.
Oh, really? Bats?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
One of our chimneys has a colony. There.
Excuse me, Peggy. One moment. Would you mind holding this? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Peggy. Go on.
Oh, the bats are part of our family. We like them. They're nice bats.
Extinct? Almost?
Protected.
Oh, well,
Protected, yeah.
you don't have to say any more about that.
Okay.
Tell me about the books.
Well, the books mostly aren't haunted.
Excuse me, Peggy, but there's something I need to do. Bats! Bats! Wake up! They're coming.
Well, we're now going to head up to the room where Peggy actually had her ghostly experience.
Okay, this way.
The thrilling staircase sequence of the episode. Ooh, can I slide down this banister?
No.
Okay.
Okay, this is the meeting room, and this is where I've had my ghost experience. I used to be the person that had to close the library at night, and it was always dark in here, and I would walk through and get to just this spot, and feel a cold chill, almost like somebody walking over your grave.
So, Peggy, was it man or woman?
We think it was a woman.
Oh, whoops. Well.
Good try.
Well.
Yeah.
So, what else was it about this? How long ago was this?
About, 30 years ago.
You don't think it's Terry Garr hunting this place?
No, I don't. I don't think it's aliens either. We think it's a librarian who spent 30 years here and got stuck.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen to you, Peggy.
This is our teen room. It's especially for young people because we have actually a lot of teens and young people who come here, and we can't really tell if there's any ghostly activity in there, though.
Peggy, what's this room?
This is a room that most people don't get to see, but for you, Uncle Gregory, I'll open it.
This is the attic, huh?
Yep. This is where we store all the old stuff that we don't need to use right now.
So, just a bunch of old boards and rusty paint cans.
Well, some people think this is where the old librarians go when we die.
Oh, man, that's depressing. I don't know why we ended the tour here. Ah, man. What a downer. Well, I'm getting kind of bored, Peggy. Let's get out of here. Peggy! No, Ted! Where'd she go? She just evaporated into the air. Chant! How do I get home?
Why, you've always had the power to go home, Uncle Gregory. Just take a look. It's in a book.
This?
Look at all this 1800s furniture, Chant. We must be in the Telltale Heart. It's the heart itself. What's that you say, boy? We're in danger. Get out now. All right. Chant, space battles, kid generals. In this game! We gotta get out of here! Whoa! Ah, shiver me timbers, mateys. We're in Treasure Island. But I say it's high time we set sail for home. Right, me matey? Aye.
Get your hands up, gentlemen, or you'll be joining Black Bart.
We did it! We made it home via Treasure Island! What an adventure!
Whoa, what a ride! What a rush! Well, you see, kids, you read a book, you get a free pirate costume. Well, I just love reading. What are we going to read next?
How about fried green tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe?
Woo-wee! I just love this one. Fanny Flag's my favorite match game contestant. Well, thanks again to everybody at the Midtown Carnegie Library for teaching me everything I need to know about ghosts and books. Well, and from everyone here at the new Uncle Gregory Horror Hour, bad day. Ooh, bad nights and bad dreams. Oh, I can't wait. I gotta crack this thing open. Oh, watch out for that train. Watch out, kid. Oh, don't eat those ribs. You don't know what they are. People. Oh, Jessica Tandy. We need you in these times. What a wonderful book. This has got everything in it. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Learn more about The Big Read by going to your library and picking up a copy of Bookends, or by logging on to www.thelibrary.org.